Birthdays are always fun, but as you get older, they're also time for reflection. With this in mind, on the occasion of their 70th birthday, Land Rover decided to focus the looking glass all the way back to its humble origins and the very first Land Rovers, or Series Land Rovers as they came to be known. The very first Land Rovers reached Indian shores just a few years after their launch in 1948. Most of them were brought into the country by tea estate owners who appreciated their go-anywhere attitude and their hardy nature. Between 1958 and 1994, as many as 300 Land Rover's series vehicles made their way from the British factory in Solihull to Manybhanjang in West Bengal, and have been used in various roles over the years, the most impressive of which was ferrying people and goods up a treacherous 25-kilometer pony trail to Sandakphu. Of those 300, around 40 of the original vehicles still work as taxis, taking hikers, locals and goods up and down this challenging route every day. The Land Rover was built for this kind of terrain, with a good four-wheel drive system, low gearing and aluminium bodywork that both kept its weight low and also resisted corrosion. They were easy to maintain and service, and this is what has kept them going for all these years.
So we're on our way from Manybhanjang up to Sandakphu. We're climbing from about 5,000 feet to about 11,500 feet. And we're in one of these Land Rover Series One. It's like taking a step back in time because these vehicles are from the 50s, 1950. Really some experience.
The highlight of this celebration has to be actually getting behind the wheel of one of these Series 1 Land Rovers. This one is a 1954 model and still runs on the original 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol motor. They do require a little bit of a knack to drive them though. Just a little bit of throttle, slip the clutch, and it's away. The motor is super tractable and the gearing is also very low, allowing it to effortlessly scale the steep slopes and hairpin bends on this route. Its short wheelbase, narrow width, and light body is perfectly suited for this tight and twisty path. And even after 64 years of use in this very kind of terrain, it's ticked on without missing a single beat. The drive up from Manybhanjang is a beautiful scenic route. It starts at 6,300 feet and snakes its way up through the trees as it climbs the foothills of the Himalayas. This road is also literally the border between Nepal and India. Get off on the left and you'll be stepping into Nepal, and if you cross the road over to the other side, you're back in India. We're in the all-new Discovery. This is a supercharged V6 petrol, and it's probably the widest car on the track today, but it's handling everything brilliantly. We are making use of all the assists though. Since I can't see the wheels at some points, I'm using the driver assist screen. We were in low ratio earlier because we had some really steep inclines, but now it's more or less a flat track, but it's still challengingly narrow. After driving the original Land Rover, the all-new Discovery on a route like this is a completely different experience. They actually seem like they're poles apart, but they both managed to complete the very same route with a similar ambling ease. With the Discovery though, you had to be just that little bit more careful, and it needed every one of its sensors, cameras, and trick drive modes to get you through unscathed. With the original Land Rover, the skill of the driver is what was all the more important. And that, in a way, is what made driving it all that more special. So today's been a really lovely day. It's quite literally been one of those bucket list days. We've made this trip up in one of the heritage Land Rover series vehicles. That was an experience in itself. I even got to drive it for a bit, and now we're heading down back to our hotel in the Discovery. You all knew Discovery, and it's just been that. It's been an amazing experience, and one I'm never gonna forget in a hurry.